If you're having a hard time coming up with profitable book ideas for your self-publishing business, you should definitely consider the huge potential in publishing public domain books. These are books that are already written, they're copyright free, and they are free for you to publish. Now, I am not talking about just slapping on a new cover on an old book, adding a few annotations, or simply translating the book in its entirety into another language. I am talking about getting very creative by taking a well-loved classic and then elevating it even further by adding real value. Now, my last 2 public domain videos were a total hit, so in this video, I want to show you 3 more creative ideas to get you excited about creating your own. Now, these are 3 different ways that you can pair a particular type of public domain book with a currently trending low or medium content book niche. Number 3 is my favorite, so be sure to stick around for the full video. If you're new here, welcome, great to have you. I'm Rachel Harrison-Sund, and I help people turn simple book ideas into passive income streams. Now, the biggest mistake with public domain publishing is treating it like a shortcut instead of a transformation. So I want you to keep these 3 things in mind if you decide to do a public domain book of your own. First of all, don't just reprint, remix. You really want to add value here. Make it more useful, more engaging, more entertaining, more beautiful. You want to upgrade the experience. So turn a classic into something interactive, educational, or creatively inspiring. Third thing is to consider targeting a completely new audience. So repurpose an old book for a completely new group of readers, like kids, creatives, journalers, teachers, travelers, whatever. There's just something really special about introducing a well-loved book to an entirely new audience in a new and creative way. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the 3 creative pairings that you can run with today. So the first one is poetry and coloring books. Now, public domain poetry gives you ready-made, beautiful text, and then pairing it with coloring pages gives coloring book fans a brand new way to enjoy a favorite pastime. So over on Amazon, I found an example of a book that's already doing this. This is an Edgar Allan Poe adult coloring book. Clicking into the customer images, you can get a sense of how this person did this, right? So there's some text from an Edgar Allan Poe work on the left here, and then on the right, and even onto the left-hand side of the page, there is an opportunity for people to color an image that relates somehow to that text. The book is popular. This book has 1,500 plus 4.5 5-star reviews. This person did a really great job. So if you wanted to give this a try, one example that you could explore is a book of Emily Dickinson poems combined with, say, a floral themed coloring book. So each spread might feature a short Dickinson poem on the left, and then maybe some sort of floral themed line art to color on the right. And it doesn't have to be floral, it doesn't have to be line art, something that just relates nicely to the text in the poetry. You might even consider adding journaling prompts. So, you might have a prompt like, what season of life does this poem remind you of, or something like that. Now, for the intended audience, you might think about targeting mindful creatives, poetry lovers, obviously adult coloring book fans. And then maybe as a bonus at the end of the book, you could add a few blank pages with an opportunity for the coloring book fan to write their own poems inspired by Emily Dickinson. Now, if your wheels are starting to turn and you'd like a little bit of help turning this into a real book that you can publish on Amazon KDP, go ahead and download my free guide, 3 steps to publishing your first low content book in less than a day. There's a link to that down in the description below. The second pairing is fairy tales with a reflection journal. Now, there are multiple different options for tone here, but for this example, we're gonna tap into the shadow work trend that's really been exploding right now, especially over on TikTok. So think of classic dark fairy tales that are already exploring themes of fear, identity, transformation. This is going to be perfect for self-reflection prompts and some deep inner work that people like to do in journals. Now, I didn't really see any existing books that showed a great example of a fairy tale paired with a reflection journal, which could be good news for you. But if you take a look at this example here of a book selling on KDP, you can see that shadow work journals are really popular right now. So if you wanted to explore this as an option for yourself, you might create something like the Grimm's Fairy Tales Shadow Work Journal. So you could think about including excerpts from various Grimm's fairy tales, and then you could pair those with some introspective prompts. So for an example, what fear is this story mirroring back to you? Or what part of you is still hiding in the woods? So for design vibe here, you really want to go a little bit darker, a little bit moodier, a little bit more mystical. And then for audience, you're probably going to be targeting spiritual seekers, maybe personal development fans, people that are in the process of healing or transformation. And then you could go ahead and include sections for things like dream journaling or, maybe letters to your inner child or something like that. Now, the third pairing, which is my favorite, is pairing classic literature with educational activity books for kids. Now, this one's perfect if you're a parent, if you're a teacher, or in your self-publishing business, you really just want to focus on educational materials for children. So you can think about taking a classic story and then turning it into some sort of an interactive workbook. So turning it into an interactive workbook not only adds real value, it opens up an entirely different customer base. Homeschool parents, classroom buyers, people like that. So you can check out this really cool example right here. This actually is a Grimm's fairy tale, which we were talking about in our last example here, but this one's been turned into something for kids. It's the Can You Survive the Grimm's Fairy Tales, a Choose Your Path book. And it looks like it's part of a series, interactive classic literature. You can see they've got a whole series of them here. So if this is an option you wanted to explore a little bit further, think about something like maybe the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Ocean Explorer workbook. So with this type of book, you could include some really fun features like ocean zones, sea creature facts, maybe a design your own submarine blueprint page, secret code puzzles. Now this particular example would be a great crossover for STEM, science, and marine biology fans of any age. Now if you want even more ideas you may never have thought of for publishing on KDP, watch this video next, and I will see you next week.